Alright, what up, guys? So, unfortunately, yesterday, I got packed out by the Grizzlies. Bro, free Taylor Jenkins. Rehire Taylor Jenkins immediately. That's all I gotta say. As far as today's slate goes, bro. Alright, first thing, check the fucking injuries. So, already see Tyrese is out and probably Siakam, I'm guessing. Malik probably not going to play. I don't know how this was even a question. Bro broke his wrist a couple days ago. Of course he's going to be out the rest of the season. All right, these are very significant injuries. Um, and guys, keep this in mind too. You know, you'll kind of see which teams are going to try. The West, pretty much, teams are going to be trying hard. The East, this spot is pretty important. Outside of that, I don't think teams are going to be trying too much. Congrats to Elf, man. I Dude is a really good player. His defense is sus, but he's one of the better passers in the league. I'm gonna be honest. His defense is one of the worst in the league, though. So, and he does a lot of stupid shit. Not a good 3-point shooter. I understand him not being, in the league, but congrats to him. Okay, Keegan is in. Every single Rocket is out. Cade is playing for some reason. I would be very wary of that. Either him not trying or straight up getting benched. All right, Cavs are sitting at. Max Strus playing. I expect Gady to play. Yeah. Oh wow, Garland's playing. Okay, Donovan was actually hurt. So the Cavs are semi full strength. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Pacers are tanking. No, not tanking, but he will play. Okay. Just be careful with this, guys. He will play regular rotation. Uh, it's hard for me to agree, or be like, yeah, it's gonna happen. Hopefully, KCP's knee injury isn't too bad. Franz knee injury too. God damn. And man, just decimated those boys yesterday. All right, but let's get into the games now. All right, so first game, Bucks Pistons. Actually, there's no reason for either of these teams to really try, in my opinion. Actually, I'm not sure, guys. I I personally, if I was the coach, and this is more than a coaching decision, this would be something you discuss with the GM and whole organization. There's no reason for. Yeah, I wouldn't play my starters if I was the Bucks or Pistons. I would if I was the Pistons because they need Malik Beasley to shoot out of his slump, and I would seriously just tell Malik to shoot as many good threes as he could. That's very important for the Pistons. I would not be playing Cade if I was the Pistons, and I for sure wouldn't be playing Giannis if I was the Bucks because he's been carrying an injury for months now, guys. He's been carrying an injury designation. Just give him the rest. Oh, but for this game, probably just gonna be a money line game. Don't bet it for number one. Just dude, there's. But if I had to pick, I would pick Pistons money line. You're asking for trouble if you bet this game. But I would be shocked if both these teams played their full rotations. Yeah. Again, No, like it's bench v bench. Not even gonna make a line for this, and you shouldn't be messing with this at all. I I do think the Pacers will win, but there's no reason to bet this shit. I believe the Hawks. Yeah, the Hawks are a team that actually wants to win. Okay. So, okay. Okay, I just spilled my energy drink all over. But yeah, the Hawks want to win, so obviously gonna pick the Hawks. Dude, the Hawks. It's really hard for me to trust them. I could easily see the Sixers winning it. Okay, easily is not the right word, but I give the Sixers at least a 25% chance of winning this, and the spread is going to be pretty insane here. I'm guessing it's going to be like a 17.5, and yeah, you would think with Dyson Daniels, they would be able to shut down either Grimes or Butler from getting hot, but you just never know. ATL is on a back-to-back, although we saw, I'm pretty sure they have a single player questionable. Just don't bet this, guys. Oh my god. Again, I'm not even going to talk about that. Don't bet it at all. Knicks Cavs. We saw Knicks definitely want to win. Cavs are playing. Cavs are making this tough for the Knicks. So, this is an interesting game actually. I So we saw yesterday Cavs versus Pacers. The Cavs literally put in their real bitch the last 5 minutes, even though they could have won if they just put D-Hun in. Just literally one person. D-Hun and Ty Jerome. I think that's a pretty clear win for the Cavs. It makes me think the Knicks are okay. An okay bet. Again, this is like a small X for not betting. I understand if you want to bet this. I don't think Knicks money line is terrible, but I'll look at the odds and tell you guys because I have no idea what the odds are at. I'm guessing, man, the Cavs might be favored in this game, guys, depending on the Knicks injury report. Okay, Giannis is in, guys. Trey in too. I don't know what to tell you. Go at your own risk, but still not worth touching. No Quentin Grimes for the Sixers, so ATL probably is going to cover the spread. But guys, can get hot. A problem, athletic problem for any team. Could easily drop a lot of points, get a lot of rebounds. I like Adam Bona. No idea. This Jalen has been balling, and this guy can also pop off. Is it likely these guys win? No. Is it possible? Yes. Like I said, 25% chance. Without Grimes, it's more like 10% probably. Maybe even less. Nah, 10's probably right. Which is pretty high, guys. Vegas odds will definitely not reflect that. And the public was going to be just slamming ATL, so you're not going to get good odds. I don't recommend betting on this. Okay, so there's nothing I can say or anybody can say while this is like this. And like I said, it really doesn't matter if the Knicks win or lose, guys. So just at your own risk, all right? And Knicks locked into 3-4. So they have home court advantage no matter what. It's really hard to tell. With Thibs, you might say, oh, they'll definitely try, but I don't know. I personally do think the Knicks should play their stars because Brunson's been out for so long, guys, and just getting everything back in, at least for a half. But we're guessing. Obviously, the Bulls, man, this should be like a 9.5. This one, I'm actually okay with betting the spread on this one. Um, it's probably going to be worse than this. It's probably going to be closer to 15 if I had to guess. But this is what I would be comfortable with. The Bulls, a team you got to be careful with. Like, this is in no way a easy win, or it is. It's not. The Wizards have been playing good ball, and if Bub Carrington is hitting threes, this could easily be hard to get and probably not going to cover. I will be betting on this if it's close to 9.5. We'll see. Vegas has been undervaluing the Bulls and the public as well since Zach LaVine was booted. They're a much better team now. Heat, obviously, Heat, another team that needs to win. Pelicans were close to covering the spread last night or the night before. They've been hanging in games. I think they did cover the spread 2 nights ago, and then barely lost the spread last night versus the Bucks, I believe. You guys will know, but I'm sure you know. No reason to bet this. Obviously, Heat will win, but who knows? The spread's going to be close to 15, and yeah, probably more than 15, considering the Heat have a lot to play for here. Raptors, Mavs, another team, Mavs are going to win. Raptors, who knows what their rotation is going to be. Just don't bet this, guys. If you want to bet Dallas money line, that's fine, but I really don't like betting high odds money lines. Even if it's just on the one chance out of a million it happens, you lose a ton of money, and it's not even a 1 in a million. It's probably like 1 in 50 that the Mavs will lose to the Raptors. Okay, finally we got a good game. So Ja Wick came out, called the team out for not playing defense last night, which he should have. Unfortunately, I don't think that matters. As long as Edie's going to be playing, guys, it's going to be trouble. And Edie going against Joker, they're pretty much having to play Edie this game. With no Brandon Clark, Triple J can take some minutes versus Joker on defense, but he's gonna foul. And that's going to be very bad. We saw what happens when Triple J gets in foul trouble yesterday. Just, oof. With no Brandon Clark, and for some reason the coach not playing Gregory. I like the Nuggets here. Let me see what teams had to play for. Oh, yeah. This should be a really good game. The Grizz could have got the 3 seed yesterday, I believe, if they won, but they lost. Nuggets at home, new coach, look good. I can't remember if Jamal was already ruled out. Jamal, I don't even know if it's good or bad for Jamal to play. Like, you would think it would be good, but he and Michael Porter Jr. just, it seems like they hate each other, bro. Like, I don't know. So I'll go Nuggets money line here, although the Grizz can win this for sure. For sure. Ja Wick, he's due for regression to the norm on his 3-point percentage. So don't expect Ja to be making threes tonight. I think that's very dumb to think that's going to continue. If he takes good threes only, of course it can, but he takes some very hard threes. Obviously here, Minnesota has failed the spread so many times versus bad teams. And without Ant-Man and without them going 19 of 21 in that game yesterday, they would have lost, guys, 100%. They played one of the best quarters in NBA history. The best quarter I've ever seen. 52 fucking points is insane. And definitely the Grizzlies played extremely poorly. I think with this new coach, yeah, actually, yeah, I really like this Nuggets pick. I'm actually the Nuggets are probably going to be like minus 3.5, and it's hard for me to say, guys. It's this is a tough bet either way. I've I will be betting on the Nuggets. It's not a guarantee or close to it. You know, there's the Grizzlies have a very good chance of winning as well. I'm not even going to talk about this. This should be a good game too. Awesome. So I saw the spread for this last night. I believe it was +6 for the Kings. Levine has been on an absolute fucking tear from three. DeMar just had a bad game, so I expect DeMar to bounce back. I do expect Levine to tail off, though. He's been making some hard shots, and Chris Dunn's probably going to be on Levine. Levine can shoot over him, but again, it's going to force him into those hard shots. So this is a hard game to predict. Sabonis versus Zoo is going to be a great matchup. Kawhi versus Keegan Murray. You know, I like the Kings to cover the +5.5. Not the safest bet. I'm not going to be betting a lot on this because it could easily be a blowout. The Kings, if they turn the ball over, they're going to be donezo. But the Kings at home are a good team, and Levine has just been an absolute fucking flamethrower, and it's that simple. Regardless of what I think about him, he's been balling. And if that continues, the Kings definitely have a chance to win, not just cover. I think as long as Levine doesn't go like 4 for 15 or something like that and not get to the free throw line and turn the ball over, the Kings will cover. And you know, at that point for Levine, like if he uses his brain at all, yeah, they'll be good to cover. Here, Warriors, the spread is going to be insane. Don't bet on it. Spurs, Suns. The Suns are. I have a feeling this is going to be a repeat of what happened to the Warriors. Suns are going to be lethargic. They're going to turn the ball over. They're going to give up good shots, and they're going to get knocked off. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. Are they? Wow, the Suns aren't even in the playoffs. So real quick, Bradley Beal, what were you thinking, my guy? All you had to do was waive your no trade clause, and I'm almost positive the Heat would have taken him, guys. And you guys see the success Davion Mitchell is having? Imagine if that was fucking Bradley Beal. And it could have been. Very easily. Who knows? Like, who knows? Honestly, who the fuck knows? Just, I wouldn't touch this game. If there's a big spread on the Spurs, you know, that seems like a solid bet to me. And this game, of course, Lakers, Rockets, I believe, have ruled out pretty much everybody. Yeah, everybody's ruled out. Dude, my God, this is going to be close to a 20-point spread. Jalen Green not ruled out for some reason. I really hope he doesn't get hurt. I would not even let him touch the court, personally. Oof. Because, I mean, he has a finger injury, so not sure why Ime wants him to play. Actually, I do know it, so stop being a fucking peanut brain and continue to take good shots. Reinforcing good habits is so important. Practice like you play. I'm telling you guys, it is imperative to do that if you really want to be good. And I'm guessing this spread is going to be like something close to this. I'm not touching that. I really do not like these big spreads. With the Thunder this season, before the All-Star break, they somehow were continuing to cover over and over these large spreads. Outside of that, I just do not bet on big spreads. Like 11 is pretty much 11, 12 is the max. Occasionally I'll go over, but I mean they usually lose because it's just way too many points. And also teams just kind of, if you're up that much, the bench comes in and things get really muddied, and that's why it's so hard to cover these really big spreads, guys. So for good games, we'll see about this one. Could be a good game here. We'll see. This will be a good game. Well, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm liking the Nuggets spread. Even I actually think this will probably be a minus 3.5 for the Nuggets. I don't hate that. This game could end up being a 3-point game though, just because some last second bucket. So I think minus 2.5 is a good spot for this. Let me look at the spreads now. Okay, ATL is only minus 11.5 with Trey playing. So what that tells me, guys, is Trey is probably not going to play full minutes. I doubt all the starters will, because that line is after we no. That line is way too small. Bucks are plus 4.5 against the Pistons. It's just the game doesn't really matter, guys. I mean, I know that it's technically a playoff seeding game, but either way, these teams have home field locked in. Oh no, they don't. Excuse me. There's no way for them to get home field. They are the away team, and that's just locked in. Pistons really should have won the last two games, besides the one yesterday or whatever. Really dumb to lose home court advantage like that. Cavs Knicks is a pick'em. They're really tempting us to bet on this game. Just wait till the injury report and wait till we hear from Thibodeau what the rotation will be. And if he says that, I'm just avoiding it, guys. There's way too much bullshit that can happen that's just going to screw us over. Bulls Wizards. Minus 16 for the Bulls. Let me see who's playing. Okay, I just had deja vu, guys. Oh, that's scary. I had deja vu the Wizards are going to win. There's a possibility they do too. Bob Carrington probably going to shoot the lights out, and the Bulls. It's hard for me to fully trust the Bulls. They make they do make a ton of tough shots, and they take some crazy ass shots, and they've been going down recently. They also do play really solid basketball, and I'm a fan of the Bulls post Levine. I'm not touching minus 16. Yeah. I'll probably just put a random, stupid small bet on the Wizards just in case. Because, deja vu is a weird phenomenon, is it not? Heat are minus 15. Not touching that. Mavs minus 11.5. Could see them covering that. I'm not touching it. Nuggets are minus 6.5, guys. It's really hard for me to say. Right now, I do not recommend you guys betting on this. So, the public is overreacting after the Grizz game yesterday. Jamal Murray is probably going to play based on this spread. Grizz off a back-to-back. considering the spread, guys, if I had to pick, I would pick the Grizz at plus 6.5. And again, if I had to make a pick, I'm not gonna bet on this with the odds like this. It's way too many points for two hungry teams, and the Nuggets, they have a lot of internal turmoil, and that adds up. There's so many ways the Grizzlies win this game, let alone cover. Whatever. So yeah, I like the Grizz with plus 6.5, but I wouldn't bet on that. And definitely don't take the Nuggets at minus 6.5 versus the Grizz. I might put a smaller bet on the Grizz at plus 6.5. It's just too many points, guys, for them being at full strength. And if Ja plays intelligently, the Grizz have a very good chance of winning. And if Edie can move his feet and not get fucking caught up on everything on the perimeter, just doing absolutely fucking nothing on defense, the Grizz have a really good chance of winning. Timberwolves are minus 21. Don't touch that. Thunder minus 9.5. That's kind of intriguing. It's bench view. It's straight up Thunder bench. No starters at all. Aaron Wiggins is there. I think he's the player that gets the most rotation minutes that is playing right now for the Thunder. So I don't know. Yeah, Kings are plus 6 now. I like the Kings, but there's a ton of variance here, guys. Like, Kings money line is in play for sure. Clippers could easily cover the spread. I would recommend just waiting and seeing how the game is going, and definitely be doing a live bet when the odds are pretty crazy one way or the other. Warriors, Blazers. Obviously, I think the Warriors will win. Let's see the spread. Minus 14.5. Can almost stomach that. Wow, Lakers only minus 12, guys. I don't necessarily hate that either. You know, it's right at the end of my threshold for points. No Luka. Oh no, Luka's playing? I will be placing some money on the Lakers. Not a lot, but some for sure. What am I missing that this is only minus 12, guys? With Luka, LeBron, and Reeves, the Lakers are at full strength. And the Lakers definitely want to win this game. Yeah. Very important for the Lakers to win this game. Very important for the Grizz to win this game, actually, guys. If the Grizz lose this game, I don't think they can get home court. That makes me like the Grizz even more. I think the thing you got to worry about with the Grizz is both Ja and Bane shot the 3-ball so well yesterday. And it would be... Oh, man. I don't know. Guys, can I just say I don't know? Don't just at your own risk. I don't even know if I'm going to bet on this now if I'm thinking about it. I think this is going to be a pretty interesting game. Probably just want to watch it. Maybe. So let's say, often I like to do this when I can't get a good read. How can the Grizz win this game? Triple J being himself. Edie not being a fucking imbecile. And oh man, it's more than that. Like Edie, he's just is not an NBA player right now. He can't move his body how he needs to. But they need him for Joker. Triple J is gonna foul out versus Joker if he has to guard him. So we saw the Timberwolves, I believe. Yeah, Timberwolves, T-Wolves versus the Nuggets. We saw them pretty much immediately double Joker anytime he got the ball, especially on the perimeter. The Grizzlies, if they do something like that and make the other players beat them, and Jamal is not playing or isn't fully healthy or is off, that's how the Grizzlies can win this. I don't think their coach is going to do that, guys. I don't think their coach can do that. Like they have what I saw yesterday after the second half, the Grizzlies just could not rotate. They could not deal with a basic off-ball screen to get Ant-Man wide open over and over and over. And even when they tried to like double Ant-Man, he was able to easily split them almost every time. Like it was some of the worst defense I've ever seen from a team. I still like Nuggets money line, and the 2.5. I think the 6 points is too much, although I do 7 points. I do see how the Nuggets can cover that, guys, so I don't know. This is a very, very weird slate of games. So, as far as good games goes, this should be a good game. This should be a good game. This should be a good game. And is that it? Yeah. Oh my god. That's it. Vegas has this being a close game. I'm not so sure myself. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but I don't think it's going to be a good game. So yeah, this video went on way longer than I was expecting, but there's a lot to think about, and especially trying to decide, our team's even going to try, guys. Yeah. So the only games I'm really excited about is going to be this one right here for as far as betting goes, and I'll probably just wait and get the Kings pretty good live odds, because the Kings, I don't know why, they just constantly go down and then they pretty much always come back. So I would be on the lookout for that. Aside from that, I wouldn't say there's anything that stands out to me. And this game is just, it's too hard to predict with this new Grizzlies coach. This Grizzlies coach he's so different than Jenkins, and I don't think he's good at all, to be honest, guys. So one thing Taylor Jenkins did so well is call timeouts, and this new coach doesn't have the feel for the team like Jenkins did. There was a time against the Blazers, and the T-Wolves, the Grizzlies still did lose this game, but seriously, they gave up a wide open fucking three just off pure ignorance, not being lazy, refusing to rotate, not paying attention. And it was like seconds before halftime, and Jenkins still called a timeout to get on them, because you got to hold people accountable. That is not okay to play like that. The new coach, he's not like that. And this Grizzlies team needs a leader like that, especially without Marcus Smart now, guys. Yeah. I'm pretty confident the Nuggets will win. No idea about the spread, so good luck with that. And this game right here, Lakers -12. You guys can't see. I do like the Lakers at -12 down here. At the same time, this is the threshold where weird shit starts happening. And let's see, they're up 15. And the Rockets get the last shot, shoot a 3. Well, there goes your spread. It's going to be a push at least, but you guys see how easy it is for that shit to get killed. And the Lakers probably will just take turnovers the last 2 minutes, just ending the game. So, yeah, unfortunate. Yesterday, 1-0 or 0-1. Grizzlies failed me hard. They had it. The Grizzlies had it, and then they gave up a 52 fucking point quarter. What can you do? What can you do, guys? And that's why gambling is so much bullshit. Be careful with young teams, and even, we could see the same thing happen to the Nuggets tonight. For sure. Nuggets are very shaky defensively right now. The rotations are all over the place with this new coach, and even with Malone, like night to night, it was so, my guys, so out of control. The Grizzlies do match up very well outside of Joker, and I mean that's a huge ask. And you can say the same thing about the Nuggets. They match up very well besides Ja. Yeah, so we'll see. It's gonna be Ja versus Joker, so should be a really good game. Um, Good luck, guys. Do not gamble. Please just do not gamble. If you gamble, any bet you make, you need to consider a loss. As soon as you press plus, press plus, bro, I'm exhausted, guys. I hope I did an okay job here. Anytime you press place bet, it needs to be considered as a loss. All right. Do not bet money you can't afford to lose. Take care. Enjoy the game tonight. I'll definitely be posting about the Grizz Nuggets. And yeah, playoffs, I'm going to do a lot more in-depth stuff, and I'll give you a series outlook and occasionally a game to game, but mainly series. And I'm pretty good at pretty good at 7-game series. So sub if you like that. Yikes, I'm sorry this video is so long. Take care, guys.